What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the very first video here on Ramone's World. For those of you guys who know me personally in real life, you know that I've been kind of putting this off for a very long time, and this is something that I really wanted to do since about sophomore year in high school. And I don't know, I'm just done with the excuses. Today's video, appropriately, is going to be the Get to Know Me tag. The Get to Know Me tag is basically, for those of you guys who don't know, it is a series of questions. The one that I have is 25 questions, and it is on YouTube Society, if you ever wanted to look at them yourself and check them out. But I'm going to be doing the Get to Know Me tag from there. Really, I guess, basic first video type of thing, because, obviously, a lot of people that are watching this video probably do not know me. First question is, what is your middle name? My middle name is Ramone. I named this channel after my middle name just because I'm not a fan of my first name. I mean, I hate my first name. My first name is not horrible. It's Darius, but I'm not a fan of my first name, so, you know. Anyway, question 2, what is your favorite color? My favorite color at the moment is gray. I'm really feeling gray, black, white, pink, like this pale pink type, that color pink. I don't know if you can tell based off of the camera, but really like pink. That hat right there, that pink, the gray. Gray is my favorite color, but I'm really feeling this gray, white, black, like monotone kind of color scheme lately. Question 3, who was your first best friend? First best friend was a guy named Marcel. I met him in first grade, and that was my first best friend. And we're still friends to this day. We're just not best friends, we communicate from time to time, but he's a good friend of mine now, but not my best friend. Marcel, if you're watching this, what's up? Question 4, how tall are you? I'm about 5'6", 5'7" about now. I don't think I'm gonna get any taller, and I love my height. Like, I'm good with how tall I am. I'm okay with that, so yeah. Question 5, cats or dogs? Dogs. No, I just like that playful spirit that dogs have. Cats, they're cool too, but I prefer dogs. Question 6, funniest moment throughout school. Oh God. Okay, definitely the time when I was in second grade, and this actually happened to me twice throughout school. Once in second grade, and then one my senior year of high school. Second grade, I don't know how I did it in second grade, but I split my pants, like down the back, like down the butt area. I split my pants, and I have no idea how I did that, but I did it. I split it down the butt area. And in high school, I did that as well, not in the butt area, but like up the thigh, more like up the inner thigh, because in high school I was standing on top of a stool to paint there was this room in our cafeteria where they sold ice cream out of, and so of course, me being in art club, I was, me and a couple other friends of mine, we were up in the ice cream room painting little ice cream cones on the back and everything like that, making it look nice, right? And I stepped down off the stool, but as I'm stepping down off of the stool, like, one of my legs were on the top of the stool, my other leg was on the bottom, and of course, you know me, I wear tight pants all the time. And as I stepped down, my pants said, and they ripped from the kneecap from the inner kneecap all the way up to the crotch area. It was just the most unappealing thing ever. I literally stayed in my first period class in her closet. I was in art, thank Jesus. But I stayed in her closet the entire time, waiting for my mom to bring me some clothes. And she told my psychology teacher because I was going to be late to his class, and he understood what was going on. But that was really crazy. It was funny though. So yeah, question 7. How many countries have you visited? None. I mean, I live in the United States. I have never been out of the United States, never. But if I could visit any other countries, I would go probably to Fiji, Dubai, Spain. I don't know. I would go to Spain, Italy. I mean, really, I would probably want to go to Fiji before any of those places, and then Dubai. But yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to visiting any countries. I would love to visit them all, but if I had to choose, probably Fiji or Dubai. Question 8, are you in/gone to college? I'm not in college yet. I'm planning on going to the Art Institute in August of 2017. Of course, it's 2017 now. I plan on going to the Art Institute in August. I just have to apply for FAFSA and reapply to the school because I applied for last semester, and stuff got in the way and I never got a chance to go. But really what I want to do with my life, honest to God, is YouTube. I want that to be my full-time thing. Like, I don't want to work in anybody's store. I don't want to work in I don't want to keep punching someone else's time clock. I want YouTube to be my full-time thing. I want that to be my job, right? I do plan on doing YouTube, of course, as you guys can tell. That's still going to be a thing. And if my YouTube just so happens to launch while I'm in college, if it so happens to pick itself up and run while I'm in college, I'll leave college. The question was, are you in or going to college? Yes, I'm going to college. Jesus. You would think I would just be like, yes, moving on, but no, I'm a complicated person. Question 9. What was your favorite / worst subject in high school? My favorite subject in high school, of course, academic subject in high school was literature, language arts, like reading and all that good stuff. And then the worst subject, of course, the generic math. I really hate math. I hated math and I still hate math. I think math is the bane of my existence. And, you know, to this very day, I still feel like we don't need math. I've been out of high school for almost a year now and not once have I looked at a trigonometry problem. Just saying. Question 10. What is your favorite drink? My favorite drink is an Arnold Palmer, but I've really been like just drinking water a lot lately, like Fiji water in particular. Question 11. What is your favorite animal? My favorite animal is a meerkat. Literally for no reason aside from the fact that we were forced to watch Meerkat Manor in middle school. Well, not forced, but we watched Meerkat Manor in middle school for like a little project, I guess, and I fell in love with Meerkat. Question 2, what is your favorite perfume or cologne? I don't really wear cologne like that. I own cologne. I don't know if I can say which one is my favorite because I don't wear it enough to know. But, question 13, tea or coffee? Tea. Not a fan of coffee. I like frappuccinos, which I guess it's coffee to an extent, but it's like a slushy type of coffee and it's flavored, so it's like but tea. Question 14. What would you or have you named your children? I don't want kids. Like, I really don't. I don't want to adopt kids, nothing. Not that I'm against adoption. I don't have the patience for kids. Like, I don't. Literally, I have a hard time naming Sims, so I'm just gonna continue on with this question. I'm not even gonna answer that one. Question 15. What sport do you play / have you played? I've never been on a professional sports team, but I do enjoy to swim. I enjoy baseball, kickball, soccer, running track, all that good stuff. If I had to choose between them all, which one would be my favorite? I would probably say swimming. I just like to swim. Question 16. What is your favorite book? My favorite book, I don't know if I have a favorite book. I've been listening to this book called The Light Switch on Audible. I swear to God, this is not sponsored at all. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but it's called The Light Switch. It's about the human mind and basically kind of showing, it's teaching you what humans like, what humans kind of, I guess, are attracted to. And like, I don't know. It's a psychology book about humans basically, and it's very, very, very cool. I like that book. It's called The Light Switch by Jack Schaffer and Marvin Carlins. Narrated on Audible by George Newbern. Question 17. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? If I had to name 5, Kate Behind the Camera, He Flawless, Keisha Kaylee, T Martin 2, and Kalel will probably be my top 5. But I love them all. I really love them all too much to just pick 5. So, question 18. What is your favorite movie? My favorite movie is Avatar. I don't know why. I just really love Avatar. Not the Airbender Avatar. I'm talking about the blue people Avatar. So, question 20. What is your idea of an ideal first date? Something fun, maybe rock climbing. Not actual rock climbing, maybe like climbing the fake rock wall. Something fun, like maybe airsoft or rock climbing or like Six Flags, something like that. Something really fun, and then like dinner. I'm a really, 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 really simple guy. Even if we went to the person's house and just watched a movie and like ordered pizza and talked, that's a good enough date for me. I don't care, but if I had to choose, it would be something where we're out being active and like having a good time. Because you really get a feel for who a person is when you're out with them and not kind of forced to sit at a table and talk to them and try to get to know them. Everybody's trying so hard on a date to try to portray the perfect version of themselves when nobody's perfect. You know, you get a feel for who a person is when you're out with them and you're having a good time and seeing what they want to do versus what you want to do and all that type of stuff. So, yeah. Question number 21. How many girlfriends or boyfriends have you had? I'm not answering that question. That don't have nothing to do with you. Y'all worried about the wrong thing. Question 22. Favorite memory from childhood? My childhood was very I moved around a lot. My parents moved around a lot because my parents divorced when I was 7 years old. So my dad moved, my mom moved, right? And my mom, I don't know, she just doesn't like to stay in one spot for too long, I guess. So when I moved when I was 7 years old, right? I was growing up with these people, right? Out from kindergarten to third grade is when I was still friends with a lot of my good friends or whatever. And then my parents divorced and my mom was like, we're moving. So we moved and it was I had to start over kind of. So I moved to, the first time we moved to Riverdale, really pretty, not far at all. It's about 20 to 25 minutes away from Clayton County where we were in at the time. Hampton, the city where we were in. Hampton is about 20 to 25 minutes away from there, or at least the area that we moved to was about 20 to 25 minutes away from there. And I met a guy named Brandon, who's still a good friend of mine now. I met a friend of mine named Brandon in 4th grade because when we moved, it was the middle of my 3rd grade year in elementary school, and we moved to a different city, so I had to move to a different school. And so I went from going to River's Edge Elementary to Point South Elementary, and then when I went to Point South, I made some friends in 3rd grade. Then 4th grade, I made a friend named Brandon who was, I think he was in my class. I'm not entirely sure if he was in my class, but he was definitely a neighbor. He was definitely one of my neighbors. He lived right across the street from me. And we would just hang out every day, go outside, that type of thing. My favorite memory was just, I can't really pinpoint one because there were so many. After that, we stayed there for about a year. I didn't even go to 5th grade at Point South because we moved again. And I graduated from 5th grade at a school called Renaissance Elementary. And then I had to move again, and then I went to Floyd Middle School in 6th grade, and then we moved back to where we were when I was 7 years old, and my old friends were still there. And then I finished 6th grade there and all the way up to high school. But my favorite time period would be the time where I was in 4th grade at Point South, because of when I met Brandon. And I have good friends now, but since Brandon, I had never had a really good friend. Brandon's probably watching this right now oh, probably really flattered. You're not special. I would probably say that time period, that 4th grade year time period, was probably my favorite childhood memory, just being friends with Brandon. So yeah. 23, question 23, do you speak any different languages and how well? I speak Spanish, but not well at all. I literally only know the basics. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien. Cállate la boca, pinche pendejo. All of this stuff. And I only know cállate la boca, pinche pendejo because I don't know how I know it actually. I'm not even going to sit here and make nothing up. I don't even know how I know that. No, I don't speak any different languages very well. Question 24, do you have any siblings? Do I? What? I have, 7 siblings. That's not including myself, obviously. I have 7 siblings. They're step siblings, half siblings, and real siblings. I only have one full brother. All of the rest of them are step siblings, half siblings. So, yeah, I have a lot of them. Question 25. How would you describe your fashion sense? Ooh, this is a good question. I would probably describe my fashion sense sort of I feel like I'm very laid back, but fashionable. Fashionably laid back is what I'm going to call it. So, yeah. Question 26. This thing said we only have 25 questions. Anyway, question 26. What is your favorite restaurant? My favorite restaurant is probably going to be Kiku's Japanese Steakhouse. That's something that's Y'all. This girl right here. Is this Simply Nessa 15? Because I might be tripping. I'm worried about the wrong thing. Anyway, favorite restaurant is Kiku's Japanese Steakhouse. If you guys have never been to Kiku's Japanese Steakhouse, it's totally understandable. I mean, it's a hibachi grill, and it's very expensive. Very expensive. I'm talking about $30 to $35 for a meal, and that's for the cheap stuff. So, you know, very expensive place, but really good, really good. I mean, I don't eat there too often. I've only eaten there twice. That both times were this year, 2017. But they're expensive though. But it's good. It's so good. Question 27. What are some of your favorite TV shows? Oh, for sure. I love this question. My favorite one is Walking Dead, obviously. There's gonna be Game of Thrones, and there's gonna be the American Horror Story, and then there's gonna be the 100, and then it's gonna be 13 Reasons Why, and then it's gonna be the Fosters, and then Bad Girls Club. I mean, I just have too many favorites. I have way too many favorites. I mean, I love them all. Question 28, PC or Mac? I've only owned a PC in my entire life, but whenever I go to Best Buy or the Apple Store and I use the Macs, I just really find myself falling in love with them. So I'm gonna say PC only because I've never had a Mac, but Macs are really cool too. Question 29, what phone do you have? iOS versus Android. I have an iPhone 7 Plus, but you probably see what I'm using to read these questions off of. That's because I'm filming with the iPhone 7 Plus. This is my 6S that is still active. I literally still have service on this phone. I just switched to Verizon literally yesterday. Like, among me filming this, it is April 22nd. I got the 7 Plus on April 21st. I have an iPhone. I've only ever had an iPhone in my entire life. I like iOS better than Android. It's because it's asking iOS versus Android. I like iOS better than Android, but I'm not opposed to ever getting an Android because Androids, their operating system is just ugly to me, and I'm not a fan of it at all. It's too much going on. iPhones are so simple. You know, everything's there. It's clean. It's easy to understand. Androids just do too much. But if they were to ever change their operating system, their phones look really, their phones look nice. They really do look nice, but I wouldn't get it because of their operating system. Question 30, tell us one of your bad habits. I'm an impulsive shopper. I'm a very impulsive shopper, like crazy impulsive shopper. I am an impulsive shopper. That's my bad habit. But yeah, those are all the questions. There were 30 questions on the 25 question Get to Know Me tag. That's bullshit. Again, I got the questions from YouTube Society. If you ever wanted to go and check them out, they are cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna cover a few of the basics that they didn't ask in the Get to Know Me tag, like how old I am and all that stuff. So I'm 18 years old, but my birthday is on May 30th. I'm gonna be turning 19 on May 30th, obviously. I'm really excited about that. I like to paint, I like to draw, even though I haven't painted or drawn in a very long time. I'm talking since high school, and now it's been a year. I haven't painted or drawn anything since then. I like fashion, I love YouTube, I love watching movies and TV shows and things like that, hanging out with friends. I'm gay as fuck, I'm single. That's really it. I don't really have anything else to say, but yeah, if you guys want to know anything else about me in the comment section, let me know, or follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I don't really use Twitter like that, but since I'm officially starting this YouTube thing, I think I'm going to go ahead and start getting into that because Twitter is a really good platform. So I'm going to leave my Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that stuff in the description box below. Follow me if you want to. Don't follow me if you don't. That's fine too. I totally understand that. And yeah, that's basically going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one. I'm out.